welcome to this video overview. In this video, I'll be going over the Crusader Spirit C1, Misk Freelancer, and the Drake Cutlass Black as the daily drivers of medium-sized ships. Why these ships? Well, because of specs, size, and price. Based on those points, I feel these are the ships a player would most likely upgrade to from their starter ship. Granted, there are many variations of ships that can be considered as daily drivers. However, these are just my picks within the medium-sized ship range. You may be asking, why am I not including the RSI Zeus? The reason is, I simply feel the RSI Zeus sits in a different class compared to the ships I have listed. Also, I've already made a video of which ship I compare them to. For instance, I believe the CL sits more in line with the Freelancer Max. The MR variant I compared to the Cutlass Blue, and finally the ES, which I believe sits between the 400i and Freelancer Dur. And as with all my videos, I'm just sharing my point of view based on the specs provided today. Ship details and balancing are always subject to change as Star Citizen continues to evolve. With that being said, let's begin with the specs. All ships in this category are considered a medium-sized ship and have at least a bed log for 2 crew members and 4 size 3 weapon mounts for the pilot. Now for the differences. Crusader Spirit C1. Up to 2 crew members, medium fuel tank, medium quantum fuel tank, medium power plant, medium cooler, medium shield, 8 maneuvering thrusters, and 64 SCU of cargo space. Misk Freelancer. Up to 4 crew members, 2 small fuel tanks, medium quantum fuel tank, medium power plant, medium cooler, 2 medium shields, 12 maneuvering thrusters, and 66 SCU of cargo space. Drake Cutlass Black. Up to 3 crew members, 2 small fuel tanks, small quantum fuel tank, medium power plant, medium cooler, medium shield, 26 maneuvering thrusters, and 46 SCU of cargo. So, is it Crusader's sleek design that draws you with their fast acceleration and top-end speeds? Or the Misk industrial design with Xi'an tech? Or maybe it's Drake's knack for big engines and firepower? Regardless of your choice, all these ships are generally decent in all sorts of gameplay and share in similar size and components. That's not to say they don't lean towards a certain style of gameplay, because in my opinion they do. If you want something more agile in-flight mechanics, the C1 with its broad wingspan and speed gives you exactly that. While a hauler may prefer having the extra security of a second shield generator when delivering commodities. Do you happen to run into a lot of combat situations? Well, the turret on the Cutlass Black provides great coverage when engaging in what some would consider questionable scenarios. Then there is the multi-crew aspect that gets introduced with the mid-tier list of ships, where resource management is adding another layer of gameplay within the ship itself. Hopefully this will be introduced into the game within the next year of making this video. When it comes to the footprint of these ships, the Cutlass Black has the edge providing the smallest footprint, with the Misk Freelancer not too far behind having a longer, slimmer footprint. However, the C1 with its wide wingspan almost has a large box-shaped footprint that you must be mindful of when landing on random terrain. This could prove a little cumbersome in some scenarios, but shouldn't be too much of an issue in most cases. The Misk Freelancer uses a ladder as a main entrance towards the front port side of the ship, with additional access from the cargo bay and docking port. As mentioned in a previous video, the docking port of the Freelancer is located on the top of the ship, and this may change with a future gold standard pass. As for the Cutlass Black, the ship also has 3 entrances, one on each side of the ship, including the rear cargo bay door. Both of these ships feel equal when it comes to entering and exiting the ship. When it comes to the C1, it seems to be apparent Crusader follows a consistent tube-like design when accessing the cockpit. The drawback here is the one entrance of the ship, which can put you in a bad position in threatening scenarios. When it comes to features, the C1 provides the most all-around convenience with its clean interior design and easy-to-access components and amenities. It has a great sleek exterior, powerful engines, and is meant to fly in atmosphere with ease. The C1 has decent pilot weapons, same as the Cutlass Black and Freelancer, and can hold up to 64 SCU of cargo space, including several small ground vehicles. The Freelancer has a more industrial take with its design. The cockpit sits a small crew of 4 with a habitation area just outside of it, providing all the basic necessities when traveling. Like the C1, components are easily accessible, mostly within the cargo area. The Freelancer with its current specs also has an additional size 2 shield compared to the Cutlass and C1, with a rear-facing man turret for defense coverage, giving you a bit more security when traveling within the verse. The Freelancer with its 66 SEU of cargo space can also fit small ground vehicles, but due to its more narrow design, it's a bit more cramped when compared to the Cutlass and C1. The Cutlass Black was one of the first all-around great ships in-game and still is today, mainly because of its weapon coverage and ease of access with large side doors, making it a great ship for all types of missions. It has a spacious interior, allowing you to carry small ground vehicles while having enough room to carry other items around it as well. The Cutlass Black can carry 46 SEU of cargo and has passenger seats towards the back of the ship. Its man turret sits in the center of the ship, providing a more offensive approach during combat. While in atmosphere, like the Freelancer, it does not have the best flight mechanics, but having VTOL ability will give it an edge when hovering with the new master modes. However, the Cutlass Black has no amenities when compared to the other 2 ships. Simply 2 beds for its crew members, staying true to the bare minimum Drake design language. When considering maintenance, all these ships have a fairly convenient layout to access and repair components. I don't really see any huge disadvantages on either ship. The only difference that comes to mind is when resource management is in game. It is possible the number of relays each ship will have may be a deciding factor. The more relays, the more redundancy you have. Because of this, I suspect the Cutlass Black may end up with a bare minimum, while Crusader and MISC will be more reliable. This is just speculation on my part, but we'll just have to wait and see how CIG handles this. As with every ship in Star Citizen, CIG wants you to make choices based on your style of gameplay, and choosing a ship is no different. Although all these ships mentioned in the video provide a good general baseline, each ship leans a different direction on playstyle. Based on a recent survey I did prior to making this video, 59% of you chose the C1 because of its exterior design and maneuverability. 33% chose the Cutlass Black mainly for its nostalgia and its versatility. And 8% went Freelancer for its build quality and components. I found this interesting because this sheds some light on how the community plays Star Citizen. Regardless of choice, CIG continues to make these choices matter, and I believe it's one of the many reasons why we all play Star Citizen. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video review of daily drivers in the medium-sized ship category and felt I provided enough information to help you decide on what's right for you. If so, please like and subscribe as I'm working to build up more Star Citizen content and appreciate your support. Also, please share your thoughts within the comments. I do really enjoy reading people's perspectives on these topics, and again, thanks for your support and thanks for watching.